Catherine Walker, Company VP from Coppell, Texas here, and I want to talk to you about bookings, getting more on your calendar, getting more up and going. And I think before you need bookings, you need leads. And so today's training is going to be on finding new leads. We all need that in our business no matter what. Now, I want you to think that your business protocol is like pouring water into a bucket. You are filling a bucket with your leads. But there's a small hole at the bottom of that bucket that is leaking out some of that water. Those are the people that maybe aren't a good fit for your business and aren't going to do anything with Park Lane. So that means since some are leaking out, we need to always constantly be pouring new in. So we need new leads constantly to be revolving in our business to fill our bucket up because we certainly don't want to run dry. So I want you to think in terms of creating a list of 100. This is just a plethora of leads. This is a big funnel of leads that we're putting a lot of people in to do the sorting process. So how do you get 100 leads? How would you even come up with that many? Well, first of all, the average adult knows 700 people, so we're not even asking you to come up with all of it. Everyone you know, these are just some good core people. And I'm going to help you generate your list of 100 today through 6 categories. First is all the places you ever lived. Okay, so this, I want you to write down the addresses of, if you can, or at least my childhood home, that kind of thing. And then think in terms of the neighbors that you hung out with at those houses, at that place in your life. And not only the neighbors could be your lead, but who does the neighbor know? If your neighbor Sally always had her sister come over, maybe Sally's sister is the one that's going to open up your business and really love Park Lane and do a great show for you and introduce you to lots of new leads. So be thinking about who they might know, because who they hang out with can become who you need to introduce yourself to, and it can give you a catalyst to have Sally be the one that introduces you to her sister, to her friends, whatnot. Okay, the second category is all the places you ever went to school. Now, this can include preschool if you've been here a while, but definitely elementary school, middle school, high school, college. And I don't want you to just think about your classmates that graduated with you that were your same year. What about, again, alumni of University of Texas, alumni of your high school? Sometimes that can broaden your horizons and help you think of new people as well. It just gives you more people to source. So writing down all the schools you attended, and even let's go so far as to talk about a cooking class, an art class that you spoke to. Did you connect with the teacher really well? Could she be an outlet for you? Now, the third area or category would be all the places you ever worked. And this can just start listing your job and then help you think of, well, who else is in that industry? And that can sometimes bring you to a whole new group of people. I thought about my daughter worked at a pizza place. And I was thinking, pizza, do I know anyone in pizza? And then I thought, well, yes, I know the owner of E. Fratelli's Pizza, who it's this great pizza restaurant, Italian restaurant, and his wife would be a great source for me. So again, it's that free thinking that can open up all sorts of new leads to put on your list of 100 to help you come up with some different sources. Now, not only the people that you are coworkers with, they are great because often they drive in from different parts of the city, and so they could open up different areas for you of, Richardson or someplace that you don't normally do parties and shows. And so that can be an entirely different group that you're running in or different location. But I want you to also think about your husband's coworkers, because have you done a thorough job of introducing it to the people he works with and the people he sees every day that would love to wear jewelry or have a trip coming up that you could help them, pack up their jewelry for and things. Okay, a fourth category would be clubs and organizations. A book club, Sunday school that you attended, maybe a parent-teacher organization or association that you are a part of. And think about all those phone lists that you have been given, all those rosters, if you will, of people. And this could be from your kids' clubs and organizations, cheer and soccer and whatnot. And they hand out these phone lists or email around this group of people that you now have contact information on, have you introduced your business to them? And I'll tell you a little secret. The great way to do it is to just say, hey, I'm having a friend come over to look at the jewelry, and I thought about you, that I've never even shown you what I'm into with this Park Lane jewelry, and I'd love for you to come as well. And then the expectation is it's only a couple people. You would love for her to be a part of it, but it can not have you have this sense of I'm hosting a big soiree and there's only 5 people that end up coming. I mean, that would be, you know, a huge, wonderful party, but it looks like there's not a lot of interest when there really is. And so think of it in terms of small groups can be very powerful. Okay, the next group that I want to discuss with you is Facebook. All your social media, if you will, all the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Look at who you're connected to, because sometimes you friend requested or they friend requested you a long time ago, even before Park Lane. And so when you look through who your friends are on that list, it can be a great way for you to kind of reconnect with some of those people and do some personal message. Make it very personal. Don't do any major, posting that is generic. But if you do fashion tips that you post on your Park Lane page or your own personal page, anybody that puts like, you want to create some conversation with that by personal message them. Thanks for liking my page. Was there anything in particular that you liked about it? Or create a question and answer so that you kind of get some go back and forth and allows them to start a dialogue with you so that you can entreat them and bring them into Park Lane world. And then the last category is really the biggest category in a way, because it's the public sector. It's all the people that you don't really know personally, but that you are connected to. It might be a salesperson at a retail store, a boutique, and she's offering you really great service. Same thing with a waitress. And you can bring up Park Lane by saying, oh my gosh, you're such a great salesperson. I really appreciated your service and attention. And I really respect that because I'm in sales as well. I'm in the jewelry industry, and so I really appreciate that. And I would love to introduce my jewelry line, my new spring line to you. If you have some time, I would love to get together and buy you a cup of coffee and do that. And that can be a great way for you to bring in people that you think are already good at what they do. And, they need to look nice, and that could be a selling opportunity or a hosting opportunity or a business opportunity for them. Hairstylists, that's another group of people that are around women all the time. I mean, they are usually pretty girly and like the jewelry. So those would be people that you could walk into a salon and really introduce your business that way. Banking, bankers, this is a good tie-in for at least getting some names and numbers and finding out some time that she's off. Fundraisers. This can be a really big opening for you if you just actually plug yourself into fundraisers that are already currently set up. Somebody who is already running a spaghetti dinner and you see a sign, you can call that contact person and say, how would you like to have this event make even more money for you? Because I'll give you some proceeds from the profits if I can set up a jewelry table there and offer jewelry. And then you're not having to do any organizing, but you're taking advantage of the fact that she's already brought all the people there and, again, getting in front of a new group. Contact your Chamber of Commerce for your city and offer to do a talk, a fashion preview, a fashion talk on spring trends to some of the networks that are women-oriented. You'll be in front of career-minded women that are all about their presentation and their looks, but their sense of style up in front of their industry. So that can be a good way to be in front of new people too. So I hope that these ideas gave you a chance to create new thought processes on I'm out of leads. No, you have more in front of you than you realize. You just have to dig a little sometimes. And so my call to action for you is to generate your list of 100. So 100 people. Just keep going, and think about all these places and opportunities and things that you've already done in your life to create those leads and contacts. And then remember that these contacts can be connectors. These people can connect you with people that they know, and that's through a referral system. And so that's, I think, is very underutilized, and I would love for us to use that a little bit more. Final tease is next week's video training will be on Disney with Tara Claiborne, and it is something you don't want to miss. So be sure and click that play button next week on Wednesday. You guys have a great week, and good luck getting your bucket filled up so that it is lush and not running dry. Take care. Bye.